Assalamu alaikum. Dear grade 8 students, welcome again to Distance Learning Program. We are in week 6 of virtual learning program. I hope you are going great with your studies. I am wishing you a day full of joy and blessings.
Let's first have a look at today's lesson objectives. In this lesson, you will learn how to determine the theme of the poem and how to answer text-based questions on the poem. Dear students, please take notes as you follow along the lecture.
Before we start our today's topic, let's have a look at the recap of previous lesson. In last lecture, we concluded paraphrasing of the poem. I am sure you have grasped all essential ideas of poem that the poet Brian Patton conveyed in the poem. After reading an explanation of the poem, following main points come to surface. The news of the arrival of the newcomer spreads throughout the whole animal kingdom like a wildfire. This stranger is very strange, in that it appears differently and acts differently. This ferocious creature only kills, and kills.
Dear students, do you know, in the world of literature, there are many ways in which writers express their emotions or experiences. Some writers merely use literature to teach a lesson to the readers or to spread awareness about a certain situation or problem. Most of the times the stories that authors write are long and detailed, though there are people who like everything to be explained properly with even the smallest of details emphasized upon. Most of the people would prefer a shorter version that delivers the message intended by the writer. So, this shorter version is the theme of a piece of poetry, a short story, a novel, or even a work of art. It is the underlying message that the writer or artist wants to convey. It can be something as simple as love, or as something more complex, such as human versus nature. A theme of a poem is a message or lesson that the poet is trying to express. For example, if you read a poem about a flower, what would be its theme? Yes, you are right, it might have the theme to appreciate the beauty of nature. When you consider poetry and its attempts to convey something of the human experience, you can imagine the range of possible themes. But let's think about some of the most common themes that you are sure to come across: nature, death, spirituality, love, beauty, aging, identity, self, travel, journeys, war, and many more. Dear learners, are you clear about what is the theme of a piece of poetry? That's great. Now, moving on, let's find out the theme of poem, The Newcomer. When we look at the poem, to find out the theme, the first question you should ask yourself is, what is the author trying to say to you? I mean, the reader. The theme of The Newcomer is destruction of animals' habitat at the hands of a strange creature, the newcomer. Animals voice their feelings of discomfort that is caused by the arrival of a newcomer, that is, man, in their world. Man is not maintaining limits and is disturbing animals, birds, rodent, fish, in the jungle and air, inside the earth, and under the water. Every creature living in hot and cold regions is suffering because of man's selfish adventures. They consider man nothing but a killer. Man should respect the rights of life of animals as they have the right to live a safe life. Dear students, let's have a race now. Wait a bit. You are not going to run anywhere. Stay at your seat, please. This is actually the race to give the great answers to text-based questions. Surely, it sounds interesting to you. In a while, we are going to discuss short questions, answers from the comprehension exercise given at the end of Unit 1. Dear students, RACE is the acronym we've adopted school-wide to help students develop good answers, as you are required to compose answers that are concise and includes just enough information to accurately and fully answer the question being asked. So, you will follow the cited steps below while writing a great short answer response. Number 1. Restate the question asked. Number 2. Answer main idea. Number 3. Cite evidence from the text. Number 4. Explain and elaborate on your answer and provide the evidence. It's time to have a discussion on the comprehension questions based on the poem. The first question is, how do the animals feel about the newcomer? You will answer this question keeping in view the information of the poem. You can add the following key points while building up your answer. None of the animals is happy about the newcomer. They are all suspicious about it and want to warn the other animals as soon as possible. The main emotions or feelings in the poem are those of fear, suspicion, anticipation, awe, and surprise. You have all important points with you. Now, you will compose answer to this question in 30 to 40 words limit. Our next question statement is, what is the effect of the word no repeated again and again? Interesting question, isn't it? What would be possible points to add to this answer? The repetition of the word no helps to paint a dark or negative picture. It brings out or reiterates the great difference between the unwelcomed visitor and the other animals living in the wild. Now you can elaborate further your answer. Question number 3 is, what is meant by not even the ghost of a wing? To answer this question, you will explain, what does this phrase, not even the ghost of wing, means? The phrase, not even the ghost of a wing, means that humans do not have any feathers or wing-like parts. They do not have even the slightest trace of such faculties like birds, yet they have the ability to live in the trees. Question 4 is, what do the humans do in the river and in the warren? What do these actions tell us about the abilities of humans? The key points to answer this question are, in the river, the humans ignore the impassable dam. In the warren, they dig deeper than the animals dare go. This suggests that they have abilities beyond those of the other animals. They have the ability to live and adapt to any sort of climate, overcome the obstacles faced by other creatures. Let's see next question statement. Do you think that this poem is fair to human beings? This question sounds really interesting. Dear students, you are independent to give your own opinion while answering this question. It's not necessary to agree with the notion that all humans behave like this, that humans also do a lot for the welfare and protection of animals. Last question for discussion is, can you imagine a world in which humanity does not kill and kill on kill? What would this world be like? Discuss whether this would be a better world. Here, you can think that the world would be overpopulated if we did not kill animals for food, or you can also say that this would not happen, and that they would die out naturally, not multiply quickly. Remember, answer each question in a clear and organized paragraph. Use complete sentences. The length of your answer should be in 30 to 40 words. Include arguments and examples, where appropriate, to support or illustrate your answers. Proofread your answer and correct errors in spelling and grammar. As a follow-up activity, you will complete worksheet during Google Class. And for home assignment, you can submit the assignment before your next class. Write down the theme of the poem, The Newcomer, in your notebooks. Complete short questions answers from Exercise A, Parts A to F. Unit 1, The Newcomer. If you have any confusion about any word, line, or concept, you are welcome to discuss with me during our live chat in Google Classroom. Before our closing today's session, I would like to wish you a safe and wonderful day.